As the Holly Springs Police Chief, I'm looking for officers who consider it the highest honor and privilege to serve and protect the growing community of Holly Springs.
I've always wanted to be a police officer, but I wanted to make a difference in at least one person's life.
Being a lot of times a pastor, a counselor, a lawyer, and wear so many different hats in the capacity of a law enforcement officer day in and day out.
One of the best things about being a police officer, especially here, is there's something different every day. It's never changing. You're not stuck in an office. You're out meeting people, talking to people, meeting the community, meeting the kids. And if you're someone who enjoys a dynamic environment, then law enforcement is definitely for you.
The community loves this agency. We've got a good agency, we've got good qualified people, we have good training, we have good equipment. It's a very satisfying place to work.
What we want to do is, do what interests us. We try to drive our officers to train and to do things that they want to do to help, progress their careers.
As a police officer, that I don't have any limitations on growing. I can pretty much do anything that I set my mind to do.
Each day is an opportunity to help somebody. We don't always catch the bad guys in the same day, but an opportunity to help people throughout our shift, whether it's a stranded motorist or help somebody out on a call, that's the most satisfying. That's what I look forward to every day.
Finding an Alzheimer's patient who's been lost, find them safe and sound, or a child, find them safe and sound and see how happy and relieved the family is.
The inner feeling that you get that you're really doing something very, very important, a lot of meaning. It's been said before that without a military, we wouldn't have a nation. And in the same regard, if there wasn't law enforcement, we wouldn't have communities. It would be chaos and anarchy. So the biggest benefit for me is the feeling that I'm really doing something really, really worthwhile with my life. That has a lot of meaning.
Open-minded and kind of figuring out, put yourself in their shoes. You've got to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and not necessarily jump to a conclusion as to why they acted this way. Let's sit back, let's figure it out. Let's not act hasty and irrational just because of the heat of a moment.
A good officer is somebody who can talk to people. You don't have to be the fastest, the skinniest, the tallest, the strongest. You just have to be able to talk to somebody. If you can talk to them and let them know that you're here to help, everything's going to be all right. We almost made it. Oft.
What makes a good officer? Well, you know what? I think the most important thing out of everything is that a good officer is one that is honest, has integrity, can really just show the public that, hey, I am an example of what you've chosen for your city to protect you and your neighbors and your family. I would expect that any officer that I see and I know to have that inside them, and that's what makes a good officer.
I will not just put a body behind a badge. I have worked diligently to staff our police department with men and women who feel the same way I do about serving and protecting our city. The men and women behind HSPD badges are among the very best in the nation. Guided by 4 principles: honesty, service, professionalism, and dedication, the sworn officers of our department are constantly reaching new professional heights as individuals and as a collective department. Every community is looking for the bold among us, someone willing to make a difference. The Holly Springs Police Department is making that difference, and we're proud of it.